Hey, uh, it's the daily go get a mism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting. What's going on, y'all? Daily Go Get a Mism show all up in your area. The 28th of June. 2 more days left in June. The end of the month coming soon. How y'all feeling? I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Tonight on the Daily Go Get Getism show, we are talking about responding to ultimatums. Responding to ultimatums. How well or not do you respond to ultimatums? Now, most people that I know rebel, reject, have no appreciation for ultimatums. Oh, hold on. Yeah, most people I know do not like being given ultimatums. We just don't like it. It's one of those things where we don't like to feel like someone is bossing us around. We don't like being told what to do. And what's interesting about that? Yeah, a lot of us don't like being told what to do. A lot of us don't like being bossed around, but nobody gets through life without being bossed around. Nobody gets through life without being told what to do. It's just that maybe the people who license themselves or give themselves the authority to tell us what to do are the very people we don't feel like have the license or authorization to tell us what to do, even if they kind of do. Ultimatums are choices. We don't always look at them as choices, but that's exactly what they are. They just don't have a lot of choices attached to them. When it's convenient for most of us, we like a lot of choices. The problem is that many of us don't do well with a lot of choices. Many of us don't do well with a lot of options. Many of us only do well with a couple of options. This or that, one or two, black or white, up or down, side to side. That's it. When you start giving some people too many options, then they just don't do so well when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Some people just really don't do all of that well when it comes to being given ultimatums. So we're gonna talk about that tonight. Being given ultimatums, responding to ultimatums. Now, soon as you hear the word ultimatum, it's like some people might start getting flustered. Their heart might start beating fast. They already start thinking like, oh my God, that reminds me of my ex. Always giving me ultimatums, telling me what I better do or whatever, or my last job. My supervisor, my manager, telling me what I better do, or if I don't do it, blah 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 blah. Do this or else. Do this or else. You're going to have to choose for yourself. This one or that one, the black one or the white one. You better choose the right one. Because if you don't, it's going to be a problem for us. Yo, you might get fired, might get busted upside the head, but you won't be dead. But you will remember the last thing that I said. I asked you which one you're going to do, and if you choose wrong, then you're through. And I gave you a chance, but you decided that you ain't want to take it. So you had to be out there stripped naked, and you wasn't feeling all good about it. But sometimes it be like that, son. Yo, now you're done. All right, I get it. I totally get it. I don't like being told what to do either. But I'll be honest with y'all. Deep down inside, I kind of like being given instruction because there are times when I don't do it right or I don't understand, how it's supposed to be done. But when someone who knows exactly what's supposed to be done gives you instructions, well, me personally, then I'm like, oh, okay. So now I know exactly the way that it should be done, even if there are other ways to do it. At least you get it right then and there, how it's supposed to be done, how it should look, how it should turn out. You know, some people don't like being given instructions. Sort of like that old story how Men don't like to use maps to go on voyages, trips, and stuff like that. And I always thought that was the stupidest thing I ever heard. I was like, why wouldn't you want to use a map to go to a place that you didn't know where it was? So you just want to somehow develop in your mind exactly where you're supposed to go and which direction you should take. Meanwhile, you're wasting valuable time with the wife in the car, the kids in the car, whoever. It sounded stupid to me, but come to find out, some people really don't like being given directions. I'm going to tell y'all a story. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, y'all. Um, years ago, I used to go on fishing trips with my brother-in-law. We would go on these fishing trips down in Virginia. No, wait, Maryland. We go down to Maryland. We go out to Jersey. We went up to Massachusetts one time. And he would always come and get me, you know. And I used to always be thinking, like, it always seemed like he was taking the long way to get where we were supposed to go. And I, this is in the age of GPS. So I'm thinking, like, why don't you use the GPS? And he never would. He never would. And so we would be driving and driving, and I'm thinking, and then it finally kicked into me, and into it with me. Like, he doesn't like to use a map, and he doesn't really like. He would actually stop to get directions, but I'm like, it's 2000. I don't know, 2008, 2010. We supposed to be past all of that. That's what I'm thinking. We supposed to be past all of that. So after a while, I started thinking like, well, at the time we were going, my license wasn't straight. So I wasn't driving. So I'm at the mercy of, my now don't get me wrong, my brother-in-law is my brother. He's a good dude. But he actually fit that stereotype about men not liking to ask for directions or I'm like, we going out of town. This ain't the time to be figuring it out. But even in town, even in Philadelphia, whenever I drive somewhere with my brother-in-law, it's always these back streets a long way. I'm like, why don't you just... He has his own way of doing things. So that's not an ultimatum, but it's a situation where someone doesn't really like to follow directions, and it made me wonder if that crosses over into other areas of his life. Maybe at work, maybe in his marriage to my sister. Who knows? I don't really know, but I do know that he's about the only man I know who has fit that stereotype. My dad would get maps and stop at gas stations and ask, where we supposed to be going? Before MapQuest, before GPS and all of that kind of stuff, before you used to have to find your way. So you would ask toll booth, stop at toll booths, they would give you directions. Convenience stores, they would give you directions. Gas stations, they would give you directions. People knew which way to go. They knew routes and stuff like that. They knew the numbers and names of roads and things like that. So they would tell you. Nowadays, because of the GPS and stuff like that, people don't know. You'd be like, so you take 202? Like, what's 202? All I know is you take that road up there, like by King of Prussia, you know, the one that's in front of Nordstrom's. Like, okay, 202. Yeah, whatever you call that. You know what I mean? We've dumb things down a lot. Anyway, anyway, so we are given choices at different times in our lives, from the times that we are children, from the times that we are babies. You know, we're not given, we weren't always given a whole smorgasbord of of options, especially speaking of smorgasbord. You know, shout out to the parents that gave you the this or that option when it came to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No, you don't have 5 or 6 boxes of cereal to choose from. So what is it going to be? Is it going to be the Diggum Smacks, or is it going to be the Frosted Flakes? That's it. Those are ultimatums. So, oh, I'm sorry. You may not look at those as an ultimatum. So let me give you a clearer one. You either eat this cereal or you go to school hungry. And you know what? You respected that ultimatum because you respected the person that was giving out the ultimatum, because you know it wasn't going to change. You eat the cereal, you go to school hungry. But I want oatmeal. We don't have no oatmeal, and I don't have time to fix it right now. So I need you to go ahead, get that milk, pour it in that cereal, eat it, eat the cereal, hurry the hell up. You better be finished that. Okay, all right. You got to be at school at 8:30. Right now, I said right now it's 7:45. I need you to be finished that cereal in 15 minutes. So at exactly 8 o'clock, we walking out that door. So I need you to be finished the cereal. I need the dishes to be in the sink. Matter of fact, wash the dishes. So you got time to eat and you got time to wash that dish and all, and be ready with your coat on, your book bag, hat, scarf, gloves, boots, pants, the whole thing, and be ready to go out that door. And if you're not, you're gonna get that ass whooped. You're gonna be late for school, or you're gonna be sitting down all day with a hot ass. I'm not saying that that's the right thing to do, but what I'm trying to illustrate is the fact that we've been given ultimatums since the time that we were children, and we respected it. Somehow, down the line into adolescent stage, adulthood, somehow we decided that nobody can tell us what to do, or nobody can give us choices unless it was what we wanted. Most of us deal really well with ultimatums when it's our idea or when it's something that we want. Relationships. You can't have both of us. So it's got to be me or her. It has to be me or him. Sometimes that's not always verbalized. But when it is verbalized, what it normally boils down to is whether you want to be with that person or not. That's it. Do you want to be with me or not? Because if you don't want to be with me, I know somebody else that's waiting, just waiting on the sidelines, waiting to be with me. And so, I mean, the choice is yours. You going to shit or get off the pot? You going to barbecue or stew? What you want to do? What to grind do? What's it going to be? What's going on, Carol Chamber? Let me, friend me, favorito. Always really, really great to see you. Auntie Carrie Wright, morning, noon, and night. Always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And Stacy White, what's going on? Thanks for coming on through. Thanks for staying strong. And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. And Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow! She about to turn it out. What's going on, y'all? And Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. And thanks for coming on through. What's up, girl? What up, y'all? So that's what we're talking about tonight. Responding to ultimatums. So I wanted to go back in time a little bit and talk about how we've we've been given ultimatums from a young age, but somewhere along the line, we decided there wasn't nobody going to tell us what to do. Wasn't nobody going to have the authority to tell us what to do. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, we going to see about that. We going to talk about it, be about it, get involved. So what I want to know from y'all, what I want to know from y'all is, when was the last time somebody gave you an ultimatum, and how did you respond to it? What was the last ultimatum that you remember? Do you remember? Now, for a lot of people, the last ultimatum that they remember was probably the one that they rejected, was probably the one that they refused, probably the one that they turned down, probably the one that they said, nah, we're not doing that. We're not we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And I understand. I understand, overstand. But for many of us, we may be forgetting an ultimatum that was given because it wasn't verbally directed. It wasn't given to us verbally. Nobody said it, you know. But how many husbands don't know that they got to go to work and they can't cheat on their wives or they're going to lose their wife? That's an ultimatum. Their wife doesn't have to say it. They already know what it is. Why do you think most men cheat on the low? They don't cheat outright. And well, in some situations, men do cheat outright, but those are weird, unorthodox situations where there's no respect. In situations, and don't get me wrong, because I know a lot of people are going to say, "How you going to say that a person cheats with respect?" Well, they do. I know it sounds crazy, but if you don't respect the person, you don't care if they know that you're messing around with somebody else, because they don't even believe that you will not be with them anymore. There's no respect there. There's no respect, you know. So aside from those situations, you know that there are certain things that you better do and a certain way that you better conduct yourself, or you're not going to be able to have the things that you have anymore, or the things that you've had anymore. That all gets shut down. So in plenty of relationships, a man knows that he got to keep that money coming in. You've seen it. I've seen it. We've all seen it. Some of us are involved in those situations. You know that the way that you got your, if you got your woman by flashing money, by giving money, by offering money, then you know that's what you have to do to keep her. Because as soon as you stop doing that, it ain't like the love is going to kick in and she just going to be like, you know what? You held me down since before, when I didn't have nothing, or even when I did have something, you always stepped up, and I'm gonna do that for you. No, not in those situations. Maybe there are a few exceptions like that, or a few exceptions to that rule, but for the most part, if you got your woman by flashing cash, promising cash, giving cash, throwing around cash, and being the money man, then that's what you have to do to keep her. The minute your ass stops working, stops hustling, stops being able to be able to provide in the way that she has got used to with her lifestyle, you got to go. You got to go. Oh, you got fired from your job and you're not making as much on this job as you did on the last job. Well, you got a little bit of time to get it together. But we're not going to take you going from making $100,000 a year to $50,000 a year. Well, you got to think, when you was making $100,000, I was taking home 50 for me. So I'm not willing to reduce my take down to 25. So whatever you got to do, I'm going to give you a little bit of time to go out there and get it done. But you got to get it done. Because there's another man out there, or a bunch of other men, whether they in my inbox, in my face, and on my text messages, or whatever the case may be, they are just waiting to be able to finance this mission like you were. So you've already been given an ultimatum. You want a bad bitch? Well, in order to keep a bad bitch, you know you got to keep that money flowing. That's exactly how you got her. She wasn't even giving you a look, half a look. She wasn't even looking in your direction until you, yo. All right. How many women we have in the chat? 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 so far. 5. We got 5 women in the chat. Have any of y'all ever gone out to a club, a bar, or something like that, and the dude sits next to you or comes next to you, stands next to you at the bar, and put his keys up on the bar so you can see them? You see like BMW keys, Mercedes Benz keys. Like, why anybody needs to put their car keys on the bar is beyond me. But I've seen it done for one reason. They want you to know that's what they are driving. Some people, some dudes have been fronting. Yeah, they had the BMW key. They had the Mercedes Benz keys, but they ain't had that. They ain't had that in the driveway, in the parking lot. But they already letting you know. For the ones who actually drive those cars, they want you to know. Yeah, this is what I'm driving. What you drinking? They ain't gonna run the tab. They ain't gonna run the tab when they buying you drinks. They pulling out the money, so you can see. I'm a match me a wad of cash to go with those keys. You see how this is going, man? You see what? Do you understand what I'm doing here? You know what I'm saying? The Pied Piper is here. The money man is here. Big Willie has stepped into place. So once you've already started out like that, you got to keep going. So that's your ultimatum. You come with that money. You come with them keys. You come with that ride. You come with those ways to provide for me, or you got to go. That's the ultimatum. She don't have to tell him. He already knows. He set it up that way. You know, so sometimes we set up our own ultimatums. So how can we say that we don't, do well with ultimatums, or that we always reject and rebel against ultimatums? We can say it, but once we start really thinking about it, it's like, I'm gonna get a little nastier with it. We all adults. I'm going to say some adult things right now. There are certain people, most people like oral sex, but some people swear by it. So once you become sexually involved with someone, you know what they like and what they don't like. You know what they might require and what they don't require. So some of y'all women out there know if you're dealing with a man who ain't going to have sex with you unless you go down on him first. He's already let you know. Each and every time y'all do it, you got to do that first. There are women who do the same thing. Until you go down on me first, you ain't entering this canal. You lick before you stick. No lick, no stick. And there are plenty of women out there who will let you know that's the way it's got to be. There are plenty of women out there who won't let you know until it's time for you to find out. But you're going to find out. Now, listen, if the way you roll is the way you roll, but it's an ultimatum. It's an ultimatum. That's it. And if you want to have sex with me, you got to do this first. That's it. That is the order. You lick, then you're able to stick. No lick, no stick. I'ma lay next to you all night, butt naked, with my butt up against your man. But you ain't getting in here. You want to get in here, you know what to do. You know what to do. You already know. You already know. So once again, we deal with ultimatums all the time. We deal with ultimatums all the time. We just don't always look at them in the way that some of them probably need to be looked at. I'm just saying. Oh, Carol, you've seen it done, or you've had it done. Yeah, she said, yeah, not impressed. Not impressed. There are women, plenty of women, girls, whatever you want to call them, that go for it and that have gone for it. You gotta have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. Shoot. I don't think that was asking too much back in the day, you know. Well, Vesta talking about something, no romance without finance. She said you got to have a job to be with. I mean, that's not. You got to have a job, means of income. It's not asking too much. Nowadays, they would have took it. They would have took it a lot farther than that. Like, shoot, I don't care if you got a job. You better have a way of paying for everything that I want. That's what they say now. I don't care if you sell drugs. I don't care if you're pimping. I don't care if you can be out there robbing people. You have to come through with an excessive amount. Mega funds. TK Wright says, I was that parent. I was that parent. You said, look, it's going to be the Cookie Crisp or the Apple Jacks. Now, you got two good choices here. Stop acting like a punk. Get your shit together. Narso says, instead of doing ultimatums on the relationship tip, I'd rather work on my exit strategy. So, my brother, are you saying that you've never been in relationships where there were subliminal ultimatums or unwritten rule ultimatums or underlying current ultimatums? Choices, baby. Choices. Now, I'm a rebel. And I've been known to be a little stubborn and all of that, but I'm actually good with the this or that. I'm good with the this or that. Like, now, within reason, somebody tries to, act like they are my superior and they don't have the right to do it. I'll let them know that they don't have the right to do it. It doesn't nullify the choices that they're given, though. It doesn't nullify that. I can see through that. Like, now, if you give me in a relationship, if you give me a corny choice, like, well, oh, you got to pay my rent or you can't be with me. We wasn't together in the first place because I have never welcomed myself or invited myself into a situation like that. Shoot, I've never paid rent where I live. No, real shit. I've never paid rent. I've never paid rent a day of my life, ever. I've never lived in a place where I had to pay rent. But that's me. A lot of people can't say that, and it doesn't diminish their struggle or, I'm not saying that I'm superior or anything like that. I just have never rented. I've owned, but I've never rented. Yeah. Anyway, so so I've never been confronted with anything like that, but shoot, I've been confronted with, like, you either gonna treat me good or I'm gonna have to bounce. All right. I think that's fair. Everybody deserves to be treated with love, respect, attention, affection. Yeah. Okay, I don't have no problem with that. Now, you gonna love me today, or else. What is the else? What is the else? We gotta ask ourselves the else, the variable. Yo, give me a variable, I'll marry you. Yo, this or that, we're going to stay fat. Yo, one or the other, my brother, my sister, yo, we going to make this, I never ditch it. I'm going to make sure we stay above the fray. And I'm going to marry you one day. And yo, until then, we going to treat each other like princesses, you know. Yo, kings and queens, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yo, we are going to be together forever. We carve our names in the log. Yo, no fog. Wherever I come through our lives, you're going to see the light. Yeah, the sun shining bright. Yo, and I'm all right with you. You all right with me. We going to do this thing. Everybody will see. But if you tell me that it got to be me and you, well, I'm going to think about it. Think it through. My brother Caldoon, South Shaolin. Fist Caldoon. What's going on, my brother? Good to see me some you. Thanks for coming on by. Thanks for coming on through. All right. All right. So Caldoon says peace and protection upon Sunset Fatu, upon the mods, and upon the supporters of the channel. In the chat, let's see. The soul for my tardiness, but glad to be able to get here. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you. And Nara says, I've been in a position where knowing mediocrity isn't a part of the plan, I have to either level up or step off. I think you talked about dating outside my pay grade not long ago. Oh yeah, dating us. Yeah. Within your pay grade. Your pay grade. Yeah. Dating above your pay grade. Yeah, she says you gotta have this much. But I'm gonna tell you something about that. I don't know, Nars. I think everybody has their price. And if you're able to get your price, like the price for one person might not be the price for somebody else. You know, yesterday's price ain't today's price. You know, with somebody that you might be feeling yourself with, your price might be a lot higher. Meanwhile, this person over here that makes your heart beat fast and that makes the goosebumps, you know, come and all that kind of stuff. His price might be a lot lower. But I do believe that everybody has their price, but everybody's price ain't the same. We don't all pay, there isn't a whole lot of fixed pricing when it comes to relationships. So they might overcharge somebody else and charge you for the low, or overcharge for you and charge somebody else for the low. And of course, we resent it, but we normally resent it when it's presented. When it's not presented and we don't know about it, then we don't care. And that's what that's pretty much what I'm alluding to when I'm talking about this whole responding to ultimatums thing. A lot of times, as long as it's not verbalized, as long as nobody presents this to us and says this to us, then we like, all right. Caldoon says, facts, Sunset Fatu, these days is not just you got to have a JOB, you better have a jet plane, Rolls Royce, along with the ability to walk on water and levitate a few feet off the ground. That's what they'll tell you. But yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. Yo, Caldoon. You know, you've been a few places, done a few things, seen a lot, heard a lot. You know how, all right, let's say like a lot of black men might have these lofty requirements for their black women. You know what I mean? I'm tired of these, these black women, they not raising the kids right. They not doing this. They the ones messing up things. They got the game fucked up. They got the game fucked up. They got the They got the weave in the hair. They got the wig on the head. They got the nails. Everything. They got the implants and the BBL and yo, you really can't tell with all the makeup that's on their face. You feel like you got to another space. But so a lot of black men will overcharge they black women to be with them. But then you see when they go to white women and you see like, oh, I see your standards have diminished quite so Keisha and them had to be all this, that, and the third. But Megan, Amber, and Kristen over there. Okay. It's a lot different. Like I said, we might overcharge our black women to be with us, but we giving our white women the love on the low. I ain't saying it's like that in every case. But I've seen a lot of cases. Been a lot of places, seen a lot of cases. Had to squinch up my faces, tie up my laces. All right. So everybody has their price, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't all dealing with the same ultimatums. What I might give her an ultimatum to do might not be what I give her an ultimatum to do. Because with her, I feel like I'm the king. With her, I feel like I'm the citizen. I'm the what do they call it? The peasant. I'm the peasant. You know, like Beyonce say, when like she was talking about upgrading you. With her, I'm the king. With her, I'm the peasant. So I can't give the queen an ultimatum. She ain't going for that shit. But Kia over there, oh, hold on, who you think you are? You old broke ass, welfare to work, Section 8 living, two for one pack, Walmart pamper buying. You two pack of secret for the price of one at Target buying. You. Meanwhile, over here, yeah, well, yeah, I gotta get my cake up. I gotta get my cake up to yeah. So ultimatums, the choices. Sometimes you're the one giving out the choices, and sometimes the choices are being given to you by somebody else. But how you gonna handle it? What you gonna do now, Hammer? Shirley Cheryl says people make ultimatums about religion, whether they're going to serve the Lord or serve the devil. Oh, that's a good way. I wasn't even thinking about that. Interesting you say that, Shirley Cheryl. Because man seems to be the only one that can give out those ultimatums. I ain't seen God in the flesh tell nobody exactly what was right and what was wrong. But I see man doing it all day, all the time, nonstop. I watched this video. I watched this video today on YouTube, and it was and the title caught my attention. Let me see what this. Make sure I get this thing right and tell y'all what the name of the video was. The video was called Secrets of the Gospel Music Industry. So I was like, They had a picture of Kirk Franklin and some other gospel singer on here. And the whole video talked about how today's gospel music, well, they said that if gospel music is listened to by the secular crowd and the gospel crowd, then it's not the right gospel music. Gospel music should separate itself from secular music. So if you have made a gospel song that people who aren't religious can enjoy, then that's not the right song. It was a very opinionated, very, very opinionated video. And they were talking about how evil homosexuality was. I was like, damn. And they were talking about how these churches out here and these preachers out here are allowing homosexuality and denying that God is against homosexuality and all that. Yo, very, very right wing, very, very anti-liberal. You know what I'm saying? And not that I disagree with some of the stuff that they were saying, but you got to think about who's saying it. They're saying that the Bible is against homosexuality. And I'm like, you talking about the Old Testament or the New Testament? Because you could argue either one way or the other. You can argue that it teaches against homosexuality, and you can also say that it says that it's very inclusive. Both of those things can be proven because they're both in there. So I'm like, interesting. But yeah, I'm like, religion, we learn religion from man. That's it. We don't learn religion from God. So the rules of religion, the rules of God and God's word and all of that, we can say whatever we want. We don't learn that from God. We learn that from man. And man is too flawed, in my opinion, to be telling me what God said. Because he be lying all the time. Man be lying. Well, in order to bring the flock into the fold, you have to lead them in a way that's necessary. So God told me that it was okay to mislead you in a way, as long as I could get you to come into the fuck out of here. No, you can't have it the way you want, only when you get caught. So the only time you telling the truth, or the only time you're admitting the truth, is when somebody has already presented the fact that you lied. Anyway, let me see. If y'all want to check out that video, let me I could pull it up. For y'all. I'll just give y'all the link. Give you the link. Give you the link. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't listen to the whole thing because it started to be ridiculous. It was just too opinionated for me. That's the link to the video if y'all want to check out. It was interesting. It just got a little bit too judgmental. And for me, for it to get too judgmental for me, it had to be going there. But you might enjoy it. It's informational, if nothing else. Okay. Okay. TK Wright says yes, but actions can imply an ultimatum. I agree. That's what I've said. It doesn't always have to be verbalized. A lot of times we get mad at the person that's giving us the ultimatum verbally. But a lot of times we go with the ultimatums as long as nobody's saying it. But we know what it is. 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 TK Wright says, wait. Stacy asks, is Karen trying to talk to you? Man, Karen's no, they ain't got no chance with this one. One thing about people might get mad at me for saying this, but one thing about white women is they know the black men, the black men that are attracted to them and the ones that they can get with. They don't really make mistakes. You know how they say that a dog can smell fear? Well, white women can smell niggas that want to cross over. Plus, black men don't make it a mystery to white women that they want them. They let them know right there. They wave their flag. Just like white women who like black men, they don't make it a secret. They don't make it hard for no black man to get in. You know, I ain't seen a I ain't seen a white woman that has mixed kids. She would be quick to show you her kids if you a black man. Yeah. Or if she got black mixed kids in her family or whatever, they could be her nieces, nephews, and grandkids, whatever. She gonna show you, like, look, she gonna show you them pictures. I swear to God, you know what I mean? Show you her phone or something, so because you like, you gotta understand what she's showing you. She ain't showing you that she down with Brown just for nothing. She letting you know, just in case you want, I mean, like, if you was wondering, yeah. You see them pictures like they want you to know. But nah, they don't get that energy from me. And they don't get that energy from me on purpose. Listen, one of y'all black women gonna kill me one day. I'm not having it no other way. Some people want to die in a blaze of glory. I want to die by a black woman. That's the only way. Let me stop playing. It's kind of true. But anyway. But it's true. I'm about to say that's my ultimatum. I die by black woman or else. I live forever. You know what I mean? All right. DK Wright says, fuck out of here. Conduct yourself like a king and you'll be treated as such. Yeah. But when you know that somebody is above you, it's hard to keep you. You know what I mean? You gonna try to keep up, but it's like throwing your best punch and not moving nothing. Like, I threw the knockout blow and I did not knock him out. What you gonna do now? Better run. You better run. All right. Caldoon says, "Oh yes, fam. There are baby moms that drop their standards with 9. Oh, they're black. Okay, I'm sorry. There are black men that drop their standards with black women, whereas when dealing with black women, they are every bit as trifling as the type of black women They're so staunchly and wattily judged. Wow. Yeah. There were black men who dropped their standards with non-black women, whereas when dealing with black women, they are every bit as trifling. Yeah. Mm. Oh. No, it says if it doesn't sound like a plantation singing, it's not considered real gospel. That's we. If you click on that video, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now they don't have any gospel music playing on the video. They just letting you know all of that Mary, all of that Yolanda Adams, all of that. What's the what's the what's the chick name? She was a little portly, little pudgy, cute John. Now she done lost all that weight. The one that go with Meet the Browns. You know her name. You know her name. I can't think of a name right now. You know her name. You know her name. You know what I'm saying? You know, she done lost all that weight or whatever. She probably got weight loss surgery and stuff like that. She dropped a lot of weight. Anyway, her Kirk Franklin and all of that. The ones that chart on the R&B on the R&B charts, they saying that's not the right gospel music. No, it's talking about like Andre Crouch. Oh man, I haven't heard that name in a while. TK right says gays wrote the New Testament. Didn't Shakespeare write some of the New Testament? Godly Shakespeare. Go, William. William. Okay. GA right says, look at my beautiful niece Sherelle. Kayla Brown. Kayla is brown. I'm serious. They come to you with the phone or the pictures like, look at my beautiful family. They want you to see the diversity. I mean, they be so quick with that shit. I'll be like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They be waving that diversity flag like this is a no judgment zone. No judgment zone. We down with the black bone. No judgment zone. Down with the black bone. No judgment zone. Down with the black. Okay. Ultimatums. So Khaldun says, if you're an atheist and the person you're seeking a romantic interest in is a person that is God-fearing, it's not right for either of them to give the other an ultimatum, i.e., believe in God or don't. Ooh. An atheist in a newborn Christian. Ooh, they ain't got no business being together. All you need is love. Do 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 do. All you need is love. Do 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 do. All you need is love. Love. All you need. Tamala Man, thank you. Thank you, Norris. Thank you. That's skinny Tam. I like the fat Tam. The fat Tam had flavor, man. I mean, the fat Tam was all right. You know what I mean? The fat Tam looked like she should be somewhere singing. Singing and fried chicken, singing and fried chicken, singing and fried chicken, singing fried chicken, singing fried chicken, singing and fried chicken. Tamala and took away a lot of the Tam. Matter of fact, we're gonna take the T. That's Amala. She done lost so much weight. That's Amala Man. Let me see what Tamala Man look like now. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What we look like when we're on the mic. Yo, suck MC, don't bite. Let me see. Images. Let's go to images. Oh, yeah, she dropped a lot. She dropped a lot. No more fat girl face for her. And you know what? Now she look meaner. She used to have a little happy face. You know what I'm saying? Is it me? It might just be me. Is it me? Is it me? She's still married to the boy. She's still married to the boy. Look, on all, I swear to God, on all of the pictures where she big, she's smiling. All of them. It was skinny pictures. Yo, son, that's crazy. I lie, son. Yo, on the thin picture, she got the staunch face. Yo, what we doing? Hold on, yo, hold on. Hold on. I'm not lying. I'm not bullshit. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all is not ready. Hold on. Hold on. Yo, son. Yeah. Yeah. Could it all be so simple then? Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. I hate when they be mixing up the pictures. All right. Here, look at this. Here, look at this. Look at the 2000. Look at the 2010 photo. Look at the 2020 photo, son. Yo, son. Yo, yo. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Smiles. Smiles, everyone. All right, hold on. Hold on. What we got? What we got? Man, come on, skinny pictures. Come on, skinny pictures. She looked like she went from I don't know, like she kind of went from what's the chick on House of Pain, the mom on House of Pain? She went from her to to um there's a thin line between love and hate. This is crazy. This is crazy, son. I can't. I can't. I can't. My brother Ansel Jones. He says, "How many ultimatums are you going to accept?" Shoot, ultimatums are only bad when you don't want them. Other than that, they all right. Carol Chamberlain says, "Until they close their doors and call you a ninja." I don't even think black dudes give a shit about being called no nigga. I don't. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it come with the territory. Okay, Carol said now she hungry. Oh, okay. Carrie says they still married, all right. And so Jill says people smile harder in before. Yeah, you're right. But I showed y'all a couple that wasn't before. I swear she's smiling in every one of the fat pics. Every single one. Every single one of the pictures where she was fat that I see, she was smiling. Every last one. When she lost weight, it got different. It got different. What are we doing, son? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Them thin pics. Okay, she got a couple of thin ones where she's smiling, but nah, it ain't the same. It not the same, man. It not the same. It not the same. What's up with your woman, Mr. Brown? Brown, Brown. Brown, Brown. All right. Gotta get ready to get on up out of here, man. Y'all got me over here tripping. Yeah, y'all got me over here tripping, son. You know what I mean? Got me over here tripping. No, it says I have a relative that was in that situation. Want to blurt the N-word while arguing and call the cops when she gets the piss slapped out of her. TK Right says those are fake smiles to hide the fact that she wasn't happy. Oh, okay. She wasn't happy with her weight. So why she frowning now that she's thinner? I'm just asking. She got the no. She went in the no smiles challenge now. GK Right says she's feeling sultry is all. I don't know. I like the better fact. I ain't gonna front. You know what I mean? You know, a choice is a choice. I like the better fact. Because she had a different, she wasn't the sloppy. Yeah, I like the better fact. I'm sorry. Maybe it's because that's how, you know, we saw it first. But I like a better fact. I like Jennifer Hudson better fact. Like the skinny Jenny. Get that Weight Watchers. That's how she said. That Weight Watchers bullshit out of here. Okay. All right. Norris Hill says Tamala looked like Taraji P in one of those. Carol says her thin pictures are glam shots and she looks fabulous. Okay. Opinions. T. Carey says she does. She looks okay. She's still thick. All right, let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 28th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. Les Little. My man Les Little's turning 70 years old today, and Sasha Bailey turning 44 years old today, and Rosalind Black turning 57 years old today, and Dr. Janine Laurie. Janine is a doctor now. She done stuck a DR on the front of her name. Janine grew up right around the corner from where I grew up at. You know what I mean? That was my sister's friend. And it's funny because the person coming after her, last but not least, Sabrina A. Townsend, has a doctor in front of her name too, and she does not advertise that. That's interesting because she is definitely a PhD. I remember going to her graduation. Sabrina, happy birthday to both of y'all doctors and all of y'all. I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and everybody here celebrating this glorious June 28th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man. Listen, listen, listen. We all have been given ultimatums out here. For all my rebels out there, man, don't worry. Just because you submitted sometimes, or just because you rebelled sometimes, it doesn't mean that the ultimatums don't exist in your life. And just because you submit to an ultimatum does not mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that somebody else is stronger. It doesn't mean that the end of the world is coming in the shape, direction, and the dynamics of your relationship is going to change forever because you done gave in. We all have had to submit to ultimatum somewhere along the line. Now, somebody that you didn't appreciate probably is giving you an ultimatum sometime in your life, and it probably changed the way that you look at ultimatums for the rest of your life. And it probably absolutely changed the way that you feel about the word ultimatum. But when you really start looking at the word ultimatum as the word choice, it ain't so bad. Because when it really all comes down to it, it's whether you want something or you don't. In most situations, you're not going to refuse something that you want, and you're not going to accept something that you don't want. So chill out. Everything gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. Don't think it won't. Everything is gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. Hold your head. Everything is gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. Do your thing, baby. Everything is gonna be all right. We talking about ultimatums tonight. That's my word. All right, y'all. We gotta get up out of here. You know what I mean? I started this show on time, and now here we are, all over and all that kind of stuff. Yo, man, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. Wait, Emily says not show related. However, I just came back from the Bahamas. First plane ride and first cruise. That's what's up. Flying is great. I'm ready to book more flights. Oh, you go, Emily. Dunlap in the house. I said it, Emily. So once you start breaking those little chains that have been holding you back for a while, you become unstoppable. That's what's up. All right, y'all. So Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share the show. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Peace, y'all.